Welcome to the family, son.
Soy yo, Elvira Duarte.
Hey, good choice.
Stephanie St. Clair.
The pleasure is all yours.
Hey, I'm your man.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes, I'm Goldie Gar.
Good choice.
Hey there, dollface.
Salazar Reina.
You and me, we're gonna clean up this town.
Ah, Mr. O'Banion. You know I'm always happy to meet with you. What troubles you, my son?
I just wanted to see how you were doing, Father. Anything I can do to help the church?
Of course, my son. I do have something that you can help with. I'm sure you must have noticed that den of sin and treachery that has crept into our beautiful neighborhood. God's will states that it must be destroyed. Can you do this for the church, my son?
And will that absolve me from missing Mass last Sunday, Father?
I suppose it will, my son.
Then consider it done.
You're a good lad, Dean. Here, for your trouble.
Thanks, Father.
Bless you, my son. God is with you on this journey.
Thanks, Father. I won't let you down.
Welcome to Chicago. Let's have a look around.
Sure thing.
Chicago is a dangerous place, and in order to survive, you're gonna need to learn how to fight. Fortunately, I know right where you can find one.
I'm on it.
This precinct belongs to Ronnie O'Neill. He calls himself the boss of the Meatpackers gang. His thugs aren't gonna know what hit them. In Empire of Sin, combat is turn-based. The queue of characters waiting to take their turn is above, and the turn order is decided by a character's initiative stat. If enemies are allied with a boss, that boss is also shown under their portrait. The action bar is below. In combat, you can move or choose an action from the action bar. Some actions require a target. It's your turn, so...
Well, okay.
Each character has 2 action points, or AP. Generally, each action takes 1 AP. Extended moves, special weapons, and some abilities, bosses have... Using cover is vital, or half cover represented by a half shield. You can be flanked by the enemy and lose all of the cover benefits. So, be careful. Got it?
Gun must be warped or something. Well, okay.
Smack these punks.
Now that's just swell! God! Oh. Glad that's over.
Attacking a racket in a precinct you don't own sets it to the ransacked state. You want to own this racket? Well, you're gonna have to take out the safe house at Depot first. Taking out that building takes the whole precinct, but more on that later. The gunfire attracted some of the local criminal talent, and they're looking for work. As your empire grows, you'll gain access to bigger and better hired guns too. Notice that your crew members have it to pay, their price for working with you. The take is based on a percentage of your total earnings. In general, the better they are, the higher the take. Gangsters range from professional hitmen to shockingly wayward criminals. They have opinions about the people they work with, and their personalities and traits develop over time. Gangsters also have different professions and weapon specialties. Nora here is a mob doctor, and that means she could use sniper rifles. Position her far from her target in combat to make the most of her skills. You'll find gangsters looking for work out in the world and in the Black Book. As you become more powerful, you'll gain access to more hardened, skilled gangsters. Now, hire your second crew member. Now you've got yourself a squad. Just in time, too. It just so happens Ronnie's got a brewery close by. Let's take it out. Zoom out to the world map to see where it is. From the world map, you can see who owns what. Right now, this is Ronnie's precinct. Each precinct is controlled by a safe house or depot. Taking out other rackets in the precinct means that you'll cut down the number of reinforcements that show up when you attack the safe house or depot. So, it's a good idea to hit them first.
I'm on it.
Who's that?
Kill this asshole!
Got a problem?
The meat packers were expecting you. Hopefully, they've also expected their funerals. Let's take them out.
It!
Right away.
Shit!
I knew it.
Glad
We did it! Grit!
You're gonna need more than a few guns to take out Ronnie and his guards. Luckily, the Black Market's got everything you need. Open the Black Market by selecting the shop icon at the top. Now that you're in the shop window, it's time to get yourself some provisions. If you've got the cash, you can pay to get a better weapon here, or wait for one to drop in the loot after a fight. The Black Market is restocked frequently, so make sure to check back often for new weapons and supplies. Check the stats and effects of any item in the shop in the right window pane. If you want a recommendation, you can't go wrong with a first aid kit. Leave the shop when you have what you need. Now, take out Ronnie's brewery to let him know who's boss.
Yeah? Sure thing.
You need to move into cover. Breweries are well guarded, and this is a tough fight.
You got it.
Oh, Doc!
Glad that's over.
Great job. Breweries are critical to a boss's empire. This brewery supplies alcohol to Ronnie's rackets. Looks like he's going dry.
Dean O'Banion! You trashed my rackets, you asshole! I wish I'd be done with you already. If you want to talk about how you can make this right, then come talk to me face to face.
You picked up a new weapon in the loot from that brewery fight. And not a moment too soon. Open your gangster sheet to learn how to equip it. Here you can see all of the weapons that your faction has available, and which weapons your character can equip. Note, each profession is limited to certain weapon types. Select a new weapon from the faction inventory if you want to equip it to your active character. If you're low on HP after a fight, you can use your doctor to heal up. Select your doctor, then interact with the character you want to heal. From the radial menu, choose Heal. You can do the same thing with health kits. Sit-downs with another boss are serious business. They usually take place in a boss's racket, but they can take place in safe houses too. Zoom out to the world map to find Ronnie's safe house.
I'm on it. Here we go.
I was expecting some flowers at least to make up for those rackets you trashed.
I had some. They withered the second I entered this shithole. Do you actually sleep here?
Enough, O'Banion. You shut down my rackets. Now how are you gonna make it right?
The real question you should be asking is how are you gonna make it out of here alive?
If that's how you want this to go, Dean, I'll send your wife some flowers.
I'll give them to her myself, right after I put you in the ground.
Nah. This is a boss battle, in the literal sense. To win at this game, you need to be the last one standing. Take Ronnie out, and his safe house and precinct are all yours. By the way, if you get an enemy into a bleeding out state, it's worth putting them out of their misery. Perform a brutal execution, and you'll gain the Bloodlust status effect, which immediately gives you extra health and heals you slowly over time. When you take over a precinct, you have 4 options available. Occupy lets you take over a precinct with all rackets in working order. Loot and Occupy still takes over the precinct, but you'll wreck some rackets in the process. The Sack and Raise options won't transfer ownership to you. Sack wrecks the place for the faction that owns the precinct, but keeps them in control. Raise removes control of the precinct from that faction entirely, and transfers it over to thugs. This is the precinct screen. You can get a good look at the state of your precinct from here. Looks like you've inherited Ronnie's thug problem. If you want to make the most of your precinct, you'll have to do something about them. At the top, you can see how many racket slots this precinct can hold, how many slots are available, how many are already built, and how many are occupied by thugs. There are 5 racket types: speakeasies, breweries, brothels, casinos, and loan sharks. Speakeasies can't function without alcohol, but they've got a big capacity for customers. Breweries make the alcohol that runs your empire, so make sure you've got enough of them. Keep an eye on your police activity, because the cops love shutting breweries down. Brothels may not be your big earners, but they don't need much alcohol to function, and they increase your customers. Last, you've got loan sharks. You need to make an investment to build your first loan shark racket. They make decent money, and they don't need alcohol to function, but there's always the risk of people defaulting on their loan. In general, the higher you honor, the lower risk of default. If someone does try to get away without paying, you've got to think long and hard about what to do with them. Equipping available racket slots in your precinct provides you with reinforcements if your safe house or depot is attacked. No one else can build up in your precinct while you control it, but there's always a chance that you can be attacked. You can see how much and what type of alcohol your precinct is consuming on the left side of the screen. The default for alcohol is to serve your best booze available, but you can change that here. Upgrade your breweries to produce better quality alcohol and make more money from your booze-slinging joints. You've also got improvement slots which apply bonuses to your precinct. They affect your rackets, police activity, and customers. You have a limited number of improvement slots available, so use them wisely. Keep taking precincts in the neighborhood, and eventually you'll achieve total neighborhood domination. Different neighborhoods provide specific bonuses once you have total domination over them. Explore the city to get a taste for the different offerings out there. Select a racket to see what kind of upgrades are available, or equip a new racket if you've got an empty slot. Close the screen when you're ready. For most rackets, you've got 4 different ways you can class up your joints: security, deflect, ambience, and word of mouth. Breweries have production, alcohol quality, and storage upgrades too. Safe houses have security, production, and alcohol quality upgrades. The information panel to the right shows your upgrade's current state and what you'll get in the next upgrade. Remember, upgrades take time. Close the precinct screen when you're ready to continue. Congratulations, you've got your first safe house. Defend it at all costs. Your safe house gives you both defensive and offensive benefits. Take adjacent precincts to create depots and a supply. Like everything else, your safe house needs security. It also has a small brewery in case the feds shut down everything else. You can upgrade as you need to, but to win at Sin, you're going to need more than that. Right now, you'll need to do the legwork, but eventually, You'll get an underboss to do your bidding, while you command things from here. So, what now? Well, that's up to you, boss. You've got the tool.
I'll be back.